Imagine watching a story that grips your heart from the very first second, one where pain, hope, and miracles collide. If you're ready to feel every emotion and witness the impossible unfold, then stay with me till the very end. And before we begin, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another life-changing story like this one. The billionaire, Arman Malik, had everything the world could ever offer: empires of business, sprawling mansions, cars that gleamed like jewels, and power that could bend nations. Yet, for all his fortune, his heart was shackled by a single, unbearable truth: his only son, little Ayan, was sick. Not just sick with an ordinary illness. Ayan's condition was one no doctor, no healer, and no specialist could cure. He was frail, unable to walk properly, his laughter stolen by constant pain. Arman spared no expense, flying in world-class doctors, hiring the most advanced researchers, even donating millions to medical institutes, yet nothing brought his boy relief. Day after day, Ayan grew weaker. Day after day, Arman watched hope slip further away. His wealth felt useless, his fame a burden, because he couldn't save the one life that mattered most. The mansion became a place of sorrow, its halls echoing with silence instead of a child's laughter. The staff dared not look Arman in the eyes, because they saw a broken father behind the mask of a billionaire. Then one afternoon, when storms of despair hung heavy in his soul, a new maid arrived at the mansion. Her name was Maid. She wasn't anyone special by appearance: simple clothes, a soft voice, eyes that held a depth of pain she never spoke about. She had come from a small village, needing work to support her younger siblings after tragedy had struck her family. To Arman, she was just another employee, someone to clean and serve. But fate had written her entry with a bigger purpose. On her first day, Maid noticed Ayan. Unlike the others who treated him as fragile glass, she walked up to him with warmth, kneeling to his level, and asked softly, "Would you like me to tell you a story?" At first, Ayan hesitated, but soon he nodded, his eyes lighting up faintly. She told him tales from her village, of stars that carried wishes, of rivers that healed sadness, of children who never gave up. For the first time in weeks, a small smile flickered across Ayan's lips. Maid didn't stop there. She began to spend more time with him, singing lullabies, massaging his weak legs with oils her grandmother once taught her to make, praying silently when no one was watching. The doctors laughed when Arman mentioned it. "Folk remedies can't cure your son," they said coldly. But something about Maid's touch, her faith, and her unwavering hope started to change things. One night, when Ayan couldn't sleep because of pain, Maid stayed by his side until dawn. She whispered, "You're stronger than you think, little one. Believe it with me." Slowly, she encouraged him to try standing, even when everyone thought it was pointless. The first few attempts ended in failure, tears streaming down Ayan's face. But Maid never let go of his hand. And then, one unforgettable evening, when the golden rays of sunset filled the room, Ayan, weak, trembling, but determined, took his very first step. The mansion shook with cries of disbelief. Arman's eyes filled with tears he hadn't shed in years. His boy was walking. It wasn't magic, it wasn't medicine, it was the power of hope, love, and persistence. The billionaire who once trusted only in money realized that sometimes the greatest healer is the human heart. Maid didn't claim she performed a miracle. She simply said, "Sometimes, all someone needs is to be believed in." But Arman knew the truth: this maid had achieved what no one else in the world could. In the months that followed, Ayan's health blossomed. His laughter returned to the halls, his footsteps echoed where silence once reigned. Arman, humbled, offered Maid anything she wanted: money, houses, security. But she only asked that he help other children who had no hope. And so, with her guidance, Arman opened hospitals, schools, and foundations in Ayan's name, turning his fortune into a source of healing for thousands. And whenever people asked how it all began, he would smile and say, "Not with wealth, not with science, but with the love of a maid who believed in miracles." So if you've made it this far, remember, sometimes the smallest gestures, the simplest kindness, can change the world. And who knows? You might be the miracle in someone's life today. If this story touched your heart, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel, because together, we can keep spreading hope and light. But Meher's journey into the Malik mansion wasn't as smooth as it appeared. Many of the senior staff whispered behind her back. "She's just a maid, what does she think she's doing spending so much time with the master's son?" Some even mocked her village remedies, calling them superstitions. A few thought she was only trying to win Armin's attention, to climb above her station. Their jealousy grew as Armin noticed his son smiling more whenever Meher was around. But Meher never let the gossip touch her heart. She had grown up in hardship herself. After her father's passing, she raised her younger siblings almost single-handedly, often going without food so they could eat. She knew the pain of watching someone you love suffer, the helplessness of not being able to cure their sickness. Her grandmother had been a healer in the village, teaching her ancient remedies and, more importantly, the value of hope when medicine wasn't enough. Those lessons had kept her family alive, and now, unknowingly, they were guiding her in Ayan's life. One stormy evening, Ayan had one of his worst episodes. His body shivered with fever, his legs cramped, and no doctor was available in time. The staff panicked, but Meher calmly